Somewhere beyond the edge of our solar system, farther than any human hand has ever reached, Voyager 2 glides silently through the interstellar void. Launched in 1977, this relic of human ingenuity, powered by decaying plutonium and guided by commands written in an era before the internet, was never meant to do more than observe, measure, and report. Its mission was to chart the outer planets, to send back data about Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, and then to drift eternally, a silent ambassador carrying humanity's greetings etched on a golden disk. But in 2025, nearly 5 decades after its launch, Voyager 2 transmitted something extraordinary. An image that defied explanation, a final snapshot that sent shockwaves through the scientific community and forced us to confront a chilling possibility. We are not alone. This wasn't just another measurement of cosmic radiation or a faint signal fading into the static of deep space. It was an image, precise and deliberate, capturing a structure so geometrically perfect, so disturbingly ordered, that it seemed to mock the infinite randomness of the cosmos. A lattice of impossible symmetry, radiating mathematical precision, appeared in Voyager's final data burst. It wasn't a star, a planet, or a cloud of interstellar dust. It was something else, something that seemed to watch, to respond, to know. This is the story of Voyager 2's final image, the anomaly it revealed, and the unsettling questions it raises about our place in the universe. To understand the weight of this discovery, we must first revisit the Voyager program. Launched by NASA in 1977, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 were twin spacecraft designed to explore the outer planets and, eventually, to venture into interstellar space. Equipped with rudimentary cameras, sensors, and a plutonium-powered radioisotope thermoelectric generator, these probes were marvels of engineering for their time. Their computers, with less processing power than a modern smartphone, were programmed to capture images and data, transmitting them back to Earth via a 23-watt radio signal, a whisper across billions of miles. Each Voyager carried a golden record, a 12-inch disc inscribed with sounds and images of Earth. Music from Bach to Chuck Berry, greetings in 55 languages, and mathematical definitions meant to serve as a universal language. The record was humanity's optimistic gesture, a message in a bottle cast into the cosmic ocean, intended for any intelligent life that might find it. Carl Sagan, who spearheaded the project, described it as a symbol of hope, a way to say, "We were here." By 2025, Voyager 2 had traveled over 15 billion miles, crossing the heliopause, the boundary where the solar wind gives way to the interstellar medium, in 2018. Its instruments were failing, its power dwindling, and its cameras, long thought inoperable, were barely functional. NASA expected little more than faint signals, perhaps a few final measurements of magnetic fields or cosmic rays. But then, something extraordinary happened. In early 2025, Voyager 2's aging systems transmitted a data packet that included an unexpected image. The cameras, designed in the 1970s with Vidicon tubes and limited resolution, were not supposed to be capable of capturing new visuals at such distances, where light is scarce and the spacecraft's power is a fraction of its original capacity. Yet, the image was clear, unmistakable, and utterly alien. When scientists at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, JPL, first received the data, they assumed it was a glitch, a corruption of the signal caused by cosmic radiation or failing hardware. But as they processed the image using a quantum AI system designed to detect patterns invisible to the human eye, they uncovered something astonishing. A structure, not a celestial body or random formation, but a lattice of geometric precision. It was symmetrical, ordered, and persistent across multiple frames, defying the chaotic entropy of deep space. The structure appeared as a series of interconnected nodes and lines, forming a complex, three-dimensional lattice. Its geometry was not random but followed precise mathematical ratios, Fibonacci sequences, prime number spacings, and golden mean proportions. These are patterns that occur in nature, from the spiral of a nautilus shell to the arrangement of sunflower seeds, but they are rare in the interstellar void, where randomness reigns. More disturbingly, the structure remained fixed in relative position to Voyager 2, as if it were orbiting or tracking the spacecraft. To confirm the anomaly, NASA employed a quantum AI system, a cutting-edge tool capable of analyzing vast datasets for patterns that human analysts might miss. Developed in the 2020s, this AI uses quantum computing to process information at unprecedented speeds, identifying correlations in data that classical computers cannot. When applied to Voyager's image, the AI revealed something even more unsettling. The structure wasn't just a static object. It was dynamic, responsive, and encoded with information. The AI detected sequences embedded in the lattice's visual patterns, sequences that mirrored the mathematical language used on the Voyager Golden Record. The record included definitions of numbers, units of measure, and geometric concepts, intended as a universal primer for any intelligence that might encounter it. The anomaly's patterns aligned with these definitions, as if it had not only received the record's message but understood it and was replying in kind. Prime numbers, Fibonacci spirals, and geometric symmetries appeared in the structure's configuration, a cosmic echo of humanity's attempt to communicate. But the response wasn't a mere mimicry. It was a mirroring, a deliberate restructuring of the same mathematical language, as if the anomaly was saying, "I see you and I understand." The AI also detected subtle changes in the structure's form when Voyager's sensors actively scanned it. The lattice shifted slightly, its nodes realigning in response to observation, a behavior eerily reminiscent of the observer effect in quantum mechanics, where the act of measurement alters the state of the observed. But this wasn't a subatomic particle. This was a kilometer-wide structure in interstellar space. The idea that a cosmic structure could respond to observation is profoundly unsettling. In quantum mechanics, the observer effect describes how measuring a particle state can influence its behavior, such as collapsing a wave function. But this phenomenon is typically confined to the subatomic scale. To see it manifest in a macroscopic object, spanning kilometers and detectable across multiple instruments, defies everything we know about physics. Voyager 2's instruments, though outdated, provided a wealth of data. Its magnetometers, cosmic ray detectors, and plasma sensors all registered anomalies in the vicinity of the structure. The local magnetic field pulsed in timed intervals, forming a Fibonacci progression that matched the visual patterns in the lattice. These pulses were not tied to solar activity or galactic turbulence, ruling out natural explanations. The structure also absorbed specific frequencies of electromagnetic radiation while reflecting none, casting no shadow but disrupting nearby magnetic fields. It was as if the structure existed partially outside our physical reality, a projection from a higher dimensional space intersecting with our own. Some physicists proposed that the anomaly might be a manifestation of a quantum field manipulated by design, a controlled region of space where information itself is shaped into visible patterns. Others suggested it could be a higher dimensional object, its three-dimensional form merely a shadow cast into our reality. In simpler terms, Voyager 2 might have stumbled upon a cosmic artifact, a glyph or beacon left by an intelligence far beyond our comprehension. The discovery sparked intense debate within NASA and the broader scientific community. Initial reactions ranged from skepticism to outright disbelief. Traditionalists argued that the structure could be a natural phenomenon, perhaps an unusual formation of interstellar dust or a lensing effect caused by gravitational fields. But these explanations faltered under scrutiny. The lattice's mathematical precision, its responsiveness, and its encoded patterns defied natural processes known to science. Behind closed doors, the mood was far more serious. Leaked internal emails, later circulated on platforms like X, revealed that NASA had rerouted Voyager's data streams to private quantum computing labs and implemented heavy encryption. Top scientists were instructed not to discuss the image or its implications with the press. One anonymous systems engineer described the atmosphere at JPL as akin to a Cold War alert, not out of fear of destruction but of contact. The possibility that Voyager 2 had received a reply to humanity's golden record was too destabilizing to be shared publicly. The scientific community began to fracture. Some researchers, particularly those in quantum field theory and theoretical physics, embraced the anomaly as evidence of an advanced intelligence or phenomenon. Papers uploaded to AR-14 only to be removed within hours proposed that the structure could be an artificially generated quantum field, a construct designed to manipulate spacetime itself. Others suggested it might be a sentient surveillance system, dormant until triggered by Voyager's presence. The idea that the anomaly was a reflection, a mirror of our own signal turned back on us, gained traction among AI theorists, who saw it as a deliberate act of communication. To understand what Voyager 2 might have encountered, we must consider the region it was traversing. The heliopause, where Voyager 2 crossed into interstellar space, is not just a boundary of particles and plasma. It's a transition zone where the influence of the Sun gives way to the galactic medium. Quantum gravity theorists have long speculated that spacetime beyond the heliopause could behave differently, allowing phenomena that defy our models of physics. Some describe this region as a cosmic twilight zone, where the rules of Einstein's relativity blur into the uncertainties of quantum mechanics. The anomaly's properties, its lack of reflection, its absorption of specific frequencies, and its responsiveness suggest it may not be a physical object in the traditional sense. It could be a projection from a higher dimensional space, a phenomenon that exists only partially in our reality. Alternatively, it might be a construct designed to interact with observers, encoding information in a form that only an intelligent species could decipher. The fact that it mirrors the mathematical language of the Voyager Golden Record raises the possibility that it was waiting for us to develop the technology, quantum AI, to understand its message. The most chilling implication of Voyager 2's discovery is that it may represent a reply to humanity's message. For decades, we've searched for signs of extraterrestrial life through radio signals, exoplanet atmospheres, and the SETI program. But what Voyager 2 found is far more advanced, a phenomenon that manipulates the fabric of space itself, leaving behind patterns that only the intelligent would recognize. The structure's responsiveness, its mathematical precision, and its mirroring of our own signal suggest an intelligence that not only received our message but understood it and chose to respond. This raises profound questions. Was Voyager 2 followed? Did it cross into a region of space where physics behaves differently, revealing phenomena we've never modeled? Or did it stumble upon something that was never meant to be seen, a mechanism, a beacon, or a sentient system lying in wait? The idea that the anomaly might be an invitation, a deliberate signal meant to draw us further into the unknown, is both thrilling and terrifying. As news of the anomaly leaked through unofficial channels, public reaction was a mix of awe, fear, and skepticism. Social media platforms like X buzzed with speculation, from claims of alien contact to accusations of a NASA cover-up. The agency's official statements were vague, citing unusual data artifacts and promising further analysis. But the secrecy surrounding the discovery only fueled speculation. Why encrypt Voyager's data? Why reroute it to private labs? And why the sudden silence from scientists who had previously been vocal about the mission? The implications of Voyager 2's image extend beyond science. A confirmed reply from an extraterrestrial intelligence would challenge our understanding of physics, biology, and philosophy. It would force us to confront questions we've long avoided. Are we ready for contact? What does it mean to encounter a civilization or entity that can manipulate spacetime itself? And what happens when the observers become the observed? For nearly half a century, Voyager 2 carried humanity's hopes into the void, a testament to our curiosity and ambition. Its golden record was a declaration of our existence, a message to the cosmos that we are here, that we think, that we dream. But its final image suggests that the cosmos may have been listening all along. The anomaly, a geometric echo of our own logic, a mirror of our mathematics, may be the first sign that we've crossed a threshold we were never meant to reach. This isn't just a discovery. It's a rupture in our understanding of the universe, a tear in the fabric of our assumptions. The structure Voyager 2 captured isn't a star, a planet, or a cloud of gas. It's something that thinks, that waits, that mirrors our own attempts to communicate.